Now, about that expert, we found one locally who trains officers on use of force and gives us an idea of how that expert would help in this case.
Jackie Kuchar spoke with him. She joins us now. Jackie.
And Jack, Bill Parsons is a former Dayton police officer. He now trains officers all over the Miami Valley. He's called upon in criminal cases to testify as an expert witness to jurors on use of force.
The least an officer can do is show up, right? The most they can do is apply deadly or lethal force in a situation.
This is Bill Parsons, a trainer and expert on police use of force, who stopped by to give us a lesson. Officers are trained to consider the following. Does the offender have the ability to cause bodily harm? Second, does that person have the opportunity to use it? Third, are people or is someone in immediate jeopardy, including the officer? And preclusion. Has the officer exhausted all other avenues, as in, is there something else the officer can do besides use force?
And these are rapidly evolving fluid situations, right? These things are not, they're unfolding very quickly. Right, and the officers are putting this is one of the set of tests they're using.
The other big question, were the officers' actions objectively reasonable based on totality of circumstances? In other words,
would other officers have responded in basically the same way that you did? And the second test is totality of circumstances is everything that's going on at the moment you apply force and your perception of that reality. Age, sex, size, relative strength, prior weapons, prior knowledge, closeness of a weapon, number of good guys, number of bad guys, background, availability of backup, other equipment and tools available. So that's what's going through the officer's mind.
Parsons says this is exactly how he explains use of force to jurors.
These are all of the legal aspect of use of force and use of force decision making, but there's still no real bright line. It's, you know, this constantly shifts and changes based on all of these factors all the time.
Now, Parsons says officers train on use of force about 6 to 8 hours in the academy initially. Then every time the police force does training that involves any sort of interaction with a suspect, these use of force principles are reinforced over and over. Deb?